Hi, my name is Ali Aguayo, and I am from Campbell, California, which is near San Jose, California. I'm here because hormonal and digestive issues, I'd say the last couple of years have gotten worse. I've heard a lot of good things about this place and how basically you can get a new start. I want it to be a lifestyle. Physically, I was just deteriorating. Like, why can't I lose weight? Why can't I feel like I'm satisfied when I'm done eating? Why does it always feel like I need to just keep eating? It was like a comfort thing. And then, of course, looking at the information for BellaVita, not only is just the eating part, but also, you know, what could come out of your body, which was, I was really curious. I'm happy to say no crazy things came out, but I do feel that it made a huge difference. The first 5 days were very hard. I was not hungry, but I was craving a lot of food. So that mentally was a lot of hard work. It was just like, no, stop thinking about pizza, stop thinking about cookies, you know, just drink the poultice. Little by little, it did take time. It wasn't right away that I felt the difference, but I would say by day 4 or 5 is when I started feeling, oh, okay, things are gonna be improving. And then from there, I started thinking, what do I do when I go home to ensure I continue? So that's the physical part of it. The spiritual and mental part, I wasn't really prepared for. You know, things that you brought up that I'm like, oh, I've never even heard of that, and I feel like I need to continue that. And so one of the things that I'm hoping to do with everything I've learned is to bring it to my church and be able to show them physically, you know, like this is what, you know, can happen, but also spiritually, because I feel like we are going through a time where people are kind of just on autopilot. You show up to church, you go home, but there's really no follow through on a lot of things, especially when it comes to health. So I kind of feel like I need to be that person that plants that seed and starts building from there. And as I had told you, you never know, but someday I would love to open my own lifestyle center. I'm pretty sure I can do what you do. I just got to learn. Overall, I just feel really good. I can't wait to go home. And our family, we've just been talking to them and saying, you guys don't even know how much information we have for you. And then I'm hoping that my husband will come next so that we can both together begin that journey. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Clara Martinez. I'm from Colombia. I'm here because I believe in cleansing. And for 3 years, I've been checking with this program, with Danny Vera program. I'm always trying to follow him, buy books. And finally, this is like my dream come true. So I'm very excited, I'm very happy for the experience that I know we're gonna have in here. And basically, I want to learn to get a new routine, to eat better, and get new habits. I feel in this place, miracles still happen. I feel like I'm a miracle now, living testimony, because I came prepared for the lecture, for the nutrition classes, to learn about recipes, to take notes, everything. But I never expected to learn more about spiritual life. I feel that I got revival. I'm so happy because I'm never gonna forget my experience after the cold chip when I remember that, oh, this is all about me and Jesus. I've been trapped in my past, always my past in here, in my mind. So I couldn't live my future for 22 years. And now I feel free. Now I have my life. This is my life. So I'm very happy for that experience. What I liked the best was one miracle. I was able to ride a bike. I really like that cleansing because I thought it was gonna be hard, but I didn't feel it was that hard. It wasn't, because I have faith that I could go through the whole process. And I love the routine, the schedule, so I didn't escape anything. So I feel strong, I feel alive. And then, yes, and then I went to the gym and I noticed that I can do another 20 pounds. I now I can do 40, 60 pounds and lift the weight and everything. The food was, oh, delicious. Oh, I can't wait to go back home to start preparing the food. I was telling Alejandra, you know what, we can have a party and let's make this, because we have already all those machines that you use. I will recommend BellaVita, especially because I like to talk to people, I like to make friends, and I like to promote what I learn. So I definitely gonna recommend BellaVita. And I have my list of the people. I just can't wait to call them and tell them what was the experience, how much I learned.
I'm here because I have hypertension and I also have a low platelet count. And that scared my parents, so they told me to come here. And I've heard about the benefits of detoxification and I want to know what it can do for me. I was hypertensive before I came here. That is completely gone now. My blood pressure is normal. I lost 9 pounds, which I wasn't expecting to, but I did. That's not why I came, but it happened. It was a trial trying to get here. I like the fact that this program guarantees success for everyone. Just, it doesn't matter what your issue is, you're gonna find that something is gonna improve. And for me, it was my blood pressure and I lost weight. For other people, it was other things. And this is a different type of program. Like, you wouldn't expect that from drinking poultices and carrots and greens, which I love. You would get so much energy and feel like a different person at the end, different from when you started. And there's all the people here, I'm looking at them today, everyone is glowing in some type of way. Well, I plan on becoming a surgical nurse, and I think with the medical missionary aspects that I have learned here, I might want to delve deeper into that.
Hi, my name is Gannon and I'm from Australia. I'd like to learn more about health and also to experience the 10-day program that is offered here. Well, basically about 1.5 years ago, I was in Australia and I did another 10-day program, and they had different DVDs of different people speaking, and one of them was Danny Vieira's talk. So when I heard some of his presentations, I thought it's really good and really interesting because it has a mixture of health and also Bible related together. So I thought maybe one day in the future I'd like to go and attend this program here and to see what it's like. There were 2 things in particular that I wanted to focus on. The first one was to experience the cold sheet treatment, because I've heard about it before and you hear testimonies about how or what people have experienced through it, and so that's something that I haven't done yet and I really wanted to experience, and it was really good actually. And the other thing was to learn how to do an enema. So yeah, it was a bit tricky at first, but after a while, yep, got used to it and I learned how to do that. Apart from that, I remember that coming to the 7th day, on the Saturday or on the Sabbath day, that's when I realized that I had all the answers to the questions that I had in my mind. So I was really happy about that, and so I'm really thankful for coming here.
My name is George Hope, and I'm from Calistoga, California. I got thyroid problems, adrenals, kidney, liver, spleen, lungs, swollen lymph, heart, headache, ringing in the ears, dizziness, and serious fatigue. The timing, God's timing is always perfect. So came here and I had hope. I knew that I was in good hands. Danny and I go way back, and I know where his heart is, and it's all about what God has put in his heart for this place, for healing. You know, I've been to a good place that they do like a program, but this one, detoxification, toxemia, there's a lot happening, a lot more. It's a full program. A lot of things going on in the mind. Very busy up there. which causes, I believe, a lot of problems physically. God was working, and His Spirit was working, and things were coming into focus. And the Spirit here is what really helped me to relax. I feel a lot stronger. I feel I actually gained muscle because I'm a lot thinner, and I don't have that much fat, but I weigh the same. I did weight that I haven't done in 7 months for the first time here because of the energy. And that's one of the key things I got from here was energy, and yet education of the mind, spirituality, that combined together. The big climax was when I was doing the coffee enema, and suddenly I felt like I had to have a bowel movement. I thought, well, that's normal, you know. And as it came out, it burned, and I never had that before. And I thought, something strange about this bowel movement. So I got up and I looked and I thought, there's something very different about this one. And I asked Danny and brought him in, and he looked at it and he had some questions. It's possible, maybe some mucus or whatever. And then he left, and I thought, well, I wonder. So I dug around a little bit. Scared me to death. This thing was so long, the head, and it broke up. It was all in pieces. I don't know. I rejoiced and was fearful and scared and stunned all at the same time. And so I didn't know what to think or do, but I did feel different. This is incredible. I mean, I'm going to be sharing this to every single person because of what happened to me. And I believe 100% in this program, but it was the cold sheet. And I know, again, I was committed. I really wanted to do this because I had a low white blood cell count. So I thought, man, what a way to raise them up and kill those parasites, infection and virus and all these things, on top of having that time in the room. I just felt the Holy Spirit moving. Danny was with me in there, and it was so powerful. That prayer and what we prayed for each other, the things that we were able to share, and it was so uplifting and so strengthening, and gave that hope, gave the courage. Again, the words were exactly what I needed to hear, inspired by the Holy Spirit. So I pray that everyone will choose health and get connected and not be afraid of what's here. We hear a lot of things about coffee enemas. We hear a lot of things about the cold sheet. You know, we hear a lot of things about, well, I don't know if I could exercise, all these things. But I am evidence and what God has done for me here, and I want to maintain that and keep going. I'm not going to give up, and I praise God again for this beautiful place.
My name is Jenny Shafer. I'm from St. Helena, Napa Valley, California. I'm here because I was told by the doctors that I have a virus that could lead to uterine cancer, and I wanted to nip it in the bud. Also to unstress. I've had high amounts of stress that has caused me great anxiety and impatience with my children. And I know that when my colon is clean, I'm a much better person and I can think clearly. Otherwise, when I'm under stress, my ADD kicks in and my mind goes everywhere. So I'm trying to get my balance back so that I could be more pleasant with my children and family. I'm happy to be here, and I'm here to support my brother George.
Hello friends, I'm your BellaVita Benjamin girl. Are you run down and listless? Do you pop out of parties? Well, the answer is to the 10-day cleanse at BellaVita with Danny Vieira. I also suggest that you come here, get excited, and get energized so that everyone will look at you and go, wow, I want what you have. Okay, now I can stress. I came to BellaVita because I wanted to get rid of a virus that could lead to cancer. And I have faith that it will be gone when I go home to check. But my main concern was to unstress so I could be there for my children and to have the connection and the faith that was missing with Jesus, my Savior, because
I kept thinking, it's faith that's the missing puzzle. And I feel rejuvenated. I have been blessed with the supplements that have been prescribed to me by Danny that I believe will keep me calm and stress-free. I wholeheartedly believe it because it's been working so far. I am so excited to be here. I love my children with all my heart, and I want to do this for them. And in doing this for them is helping me to be a better mother and to be healthier. I'm on fire. And I'm very excited about my new life. I really appreciated the green drinks, the carrot juice, the parasite killer, and today I was able to jog 10 miles would be good, the 4 miles in the heat. I really love the sauna because when I use the brush to take off the dry, dead skin cells, it felt like all my pores were opened up and my skin could breathe, and I know that's where all the toxins leave your body, and it just felt, my body felt less weight, clean, and again, rejuvenated. The enemas were good too. I really recommend those. If you're getting older, and I'm 53, I suggest the enemas because that cleans your liver, and at that point in your life it is time to change the oil in your car so that your car can run better, and that would be your liver. I could feel the difference when I would do those. I drank lots of water. I enjoyed my roommates, and I tried to make it fun while I was here, and I appreciated you too. I felt like I was at home. I felt very comfortable. It was kind of like when my mother would do these things for me, the carrot juice, the salads. The food was so good today. We had this zucchini that was like spaghetti with tomatoes, and everything is raw. None of it is cooked, and I'm so surprised that I was satisfied and I didn't feel hungry, and it was chew, chew, chew 30 times or more, and then you could actually feel full. And that's what I want. I want to go home. I want to start cooking and prepping and freezing things because I don't have time to do this every day. And my kids want to help me too. And I was like, yes, we can all do this together. New family, new food.
Hi, I'm Kathleen, and I'm from Portland, Oregon. And I'm here because I'm dealing with fibromyalgia that I've had since I was in my early 20s, and I deal with body pain, brain fog. I have had problems lately with mold and dust allergies to where I'm getting congested in my lungs. I've had difficulty just even cooking my meals, and I found this place through looking through the internet and doing some research. Well, one thing I'd like to say is juicing I was a little nervous about because being a diabetic, I diet controlled, but I wasn't controlling it by diet. And I heard juicing could raise your blood sugars. And one thing that was awesome is the way that you designed the drinks so that they were just the right amount of carrot juice and greens, that it balanced my sugar. And my sugar went down from my waking in the morning from 120 to 95, 97 in the morning. After some meals, it was down to 94, 2 hours after I ate. I noticed when I added more fruit than what you gave me, sometimes I was okay, sometimes it went up. So, you know, learning that balance. But I'm really pleased in how my sugar came down. Rarely was I hungry. And I didn't want food. I didn't want bad food. You know, it just felt good getting rid of the toxins. You know, I still want to do more because I feel like I'm like 3/4 clean, and I feel like there's more room to go. So, and today, actually yesterday and today, I feel like I started getting to the deeper levels of cleaning. I have fibromyalgia. I was having a hard time even functioning, like getting meals, cleaning my house, A lot of days I didn't leave my house because I felt so bad, and occasionally I'd go out, but then I'd have to recover for a day or two. When I did try to exercise, what would happen is I would exercise for about 3 days in a row, and then I would just be so flared up that I couldn't exercise anymore, and I'd have to wait till I calmed down. Here I was able to ride the bike. I did 4 miles one day and 2 miles another day and 4 miles another day. I started out with walking, but because it bothered my ankles and my knees, we switched over to the bike, which was awesome. So, and I hadn't ridden a bike in, I don't know, 10, 15 years. So, and I used to, as a kid, I used to love to ride bike. And so it was just a real joy to ride a bike again. Well, the improvements I've had is, one, I was having a lot of swelling in my ankles. And I noticed the swelling went down. I was able to stop my blood pressure medication, and it's been, you know, acceptable range. I'm feeling calmer. I feel relaxed. Like usually if I did something like this, I wouldn't feel as relaxed as I am right now. Supplements that I was given, one of them affects the MTFR. That I think is starting to take effect. One of the supplements to help with my pain was Inflamarest, and that has made a difference. Usually after I take it, about an hour later, I notice my pains decrease quite a bit.
I'm Kathy Cornelius, and I'm from Pismo Beach, California, and I am here for emotional healing and spiritual renewal. I almost felt like emotionally dead because of what I went through. So beginning the first day, everyone was so kind and supportive and helpful, and my roommate was very kind. If there's someone out there that feels hopeless, don't give up. Because through Jesus Christ, you can have new life, and He is merciful, He is patient, and He will never fail you. And I'm at a beginning, and I have a lot to learn, but I just want to thank everyone here for your kindness, for your support. You've inspired me when I see your faces and the changes. I'm like, okay, we can do it. And I don't want to go back to that prison. I want to help others to know new life, and I feel like I'm just a baby. I have a lot to learn, but I'm really grateful.
My name is Lisa. I'm from Sacramento, California, and I'm here because I have type 1 diabetes, and I'd like to learn how to eat healthier and cleanse my body. So I came to BellaVita because my mom really wanted me to come here to cleanse my blood and cleanse my body, because I'm a type 1 diabetic for 7 years now. And I really didn't know what to expect when I came here. It was a really interesting experience. The first day I came here, I looked at the schedule and I found out we weren't going to be eating for the first 5 days. So that was really interesting and something new I've never tried before. But I'm really glad that I came here. It's a really blessed experience. I'm glad I met everybody here, and right away what I noticed was I had a lot more energy than I usually do. I could do 4 miles, go to the gym, and I still wasn't tired after. So that was a really great change. And I decreased my insulin, half of what I usually give myself at home, which was really amazing as well. That never happened before. So I was really excited for that. I also had bad back acne, and the sauna and the sunbathing, the cleansing, that really helped. It's almost gone now. I'm 18 years old, and what I liked most about coming to this program was that I got to try a lot of new things, like the drinks, the juices, which are really tasty, and the poultices. You know, they really fill you up, but you feel really great after them. I also really like the exercises, that we got a lot of time to go outside and do earthing, which gave you a lot of energy after. You felt happy inside. And really, another really interesting thing here was you feel really peaceful at mind. You just feel really calm and relaxed, like you have no worries. So the spiritual part of the program, I got to learn a lot of new things that I never heard before, very detailed information. It's He's got a lot of new education, and you can really see how Jesus, God, he heals a lot of people when you follow all of his plans and all of his rules. It really does work.
Hello, my name's Thelma Stevens. I'm from Calais, Maine, and I'm here because several years ago I ran across some testimonials for BellaVita on YouTube, and I watched all of them. I'm here because I really feel physically I have issues. I have hyperthyroid, high blood pressure, I have a mass on my adrenals, I've been having problems with kidney stones lately, and so there's some health issues there. And also spiritually, I really need to get back on track. I feel like I've gotten off track spiritually, and I'm here for the whole package. I want the physical, I want the spiritual, I want just all of it. When I first saw testimonials for BellaVita, I thought maybe that would be a neat, it'd be neat to be able to come here. And when I came, I'm a high stress person, very high stress, and I was really stressed, especially this past year. And I think even when I got here, I was stressed. And Danny, I was surprised when you looked at me and said, "I can see an edge to you." And I said, "You can?" And you said, "Oh, yes." So, but as the week went by, I think I relaxed a little bit, and I had a couple of people tell me by Thursday that they could see more softness, that I had seemed to just kind of, I don't know what's the word I want. Yeah, they could see me relax a lot. They could even see it in my face that I had relaxed. And and I really feel I have. It was like a nice getaway. So that was that was a big plus for me. And I was surprised because I had a massage, and the masseuse told me, she said, you have a vertebrae out of line up near the top of my back. It's popped right out. Probably from all the stress and the tightening of my shoulders all the time, I had popped that out, and I'll probably have to get that looked at. But that surprised me. So what I'm learning here is I've got to I've got to stay calm down. I've got to stay distressed, unstressed. And I think you've provided some really good things for me that I can do, Danny. When we were in Cold Sheets, I really felt like you gave me some good answers of some ways that I could take care of myself a little better, and maybe not be so stressed all the time. Take some time away when I need to, and that's something I need to plan on doing. Detox, never done that. That was something new, and it was hard at first, but it paid off. It really, I feel it made a difference, made a big difference.
Hi, I'm Irma Chen. I'm from Lodi, which is really about 5 miles away. And why am I here? It's something I've been wanting to do, mainly to get a good cleanse, make sure nothing that shouldn't be inside of me is there. And last fall I had a fall, and I had a rotator cuff surgery and really injured my hand. And so there's inflammation and pain. And I thought that this cleanse hopefully will take all that swelling and pain away. So in other words, I want a new me without pain. A tune-up. That's what I want. Just recently, I decided to come to BellaVita. BellaVita is a place that I'm acquainted with because I've known Danny and his family for many years. I've gone to his grocery store, to his health food store. I've attended many of his seminars, the crusades. And just at the last minute, I told George, my husband, I want to go to BellaVita. I've gone to other places. I've gone, I think, 4 places of cleansing, different parts of the United States, and another country, Baja California, just to detox. And I'm 75, and I told George, it's time to do another cleanse, a tune-up. That's what I told Daniel. I need a tune-up to make sure everything's okay. Well, I really was feeling good, but recently I had a fall, and I really hurt my shoulder, which I had a rotator cuff, and really hurted my hand. So there was inflammation, and I thought, well, maybe this cleanse will take all this inflammation away, and it will be a good time to get away and get better acquainted with, personally, with BellaVita. So I only had to drive about 12 miles, because I live right here in Lodi. And so the place is so peaceful. I was really looking forward to it because I always know God is in charge of everything. So this was time to come. And I knew God was going to bring special people. And so it's been awesome to get to know who God brought, what they needed at such a time as this. So I loved everything, especially the food. The drinks, I loved them. You know, there were some that you taken by faith, knowing that you're going to get cleansed. And I tell you, I'm squeaky clean by now. 10 days, I'm squeaky clean. So, but I've gone in my 75 years of life from eating everything that I didn't know was unclean, to clean meats, to vegetarianism, to vegan, and now raw food. And I really haven't had that much experience, except we do eat a lot of fruits and vegetables raw. But today, we had an awesome meal. And if people come here, they're going to love the food. Today was Italian food, and it was awesome. And the other day was tacos. And they have to come here. I'm not going to say anymore. They're going to have to come here to find out what it is. But it was awesome, and I can't wait to go home and try it. I'm really motivated to do more raw food. We were helped spiritually, mentally, physically, mentally, spiritually, socially, and in such a surrounding, beautiful place that God has chosen for BellaVita. And so I just praise God I came here.
Hi, my name is Marilyn Carroll, and I'm from Waterville, Maine. And I'm here because I have thyroid problems. I need a good cleanse, and I have a lot of emotional problems, anger, bitterness, resentment. I need to grow closer to the Lord, but I have trust issues. And so if you can't trust the Lord, if you have trust issues, it's hard to trust the Lord. And I believe if I could have a breakthrough with this, whatever's stopping me from trusting people, anybody, that I could learn to love the Lord the way He wants me to love Him, with all my heart and my soul and my mind. Don't get me laughing, Daddy. Yeah. I had a great time. You know, I haven't laughed like this in 15 years. I'm not kidding. I laughed so much, and it really did me well. My friend Thelma invited me to come with her, and at first I said, oh boy. And then after I thought about it, and I said, yeah, okay, I'll go with you. I was really nervous because I had a lot of fear from my childhood, my adulthood. I've looked at most of your testimonies, and this cold sheet thing was like, well, maybe they can get to the root of my problem with the fear, because it's not nice to live in fear all the time. This is really, I know a lot about raw, even though I'm on the chunky side, people. I have a lot of friends that are big into raw, but I'm an emotional eater because of the fear. I really wanted to come here to let go of the fear if I could. So when I got here, on my couple of days even before I left Maine, I kept wanting to cry, and I believe Satan was trying to keep me from coming. But because I put out so much money, I said, you're going. So anyways, even was sitting in the airport waiting for our ride here, I'm almost in tears because I don't want to come. I want to come, but I don't want to come because that's how bad the fear was in me. So we all came here, and it was great. You know, I've met a lot of really nice people, but the biggest thing was the cold sheet. I was very comfortable with you. I had no fear. I just had the fear of what was going to come out because I didn't know what the fear was. So coming here and facing what it was, and you knew how to do it, Danny. You knew what questions to ask me and to set me free. You and God set me free because you know who God is, and you are connected to Him in your heart and in your mind and in your soul. You live to glorify Him, because if you help us, you're glorifying Him because He's given you all the answers. Well, just about all the answers, not all of them. So that was very big for me. And you know, the staff, were so loving. Everybody, even the people who were here, they were loving. I think because we all know what we're here for. And the cleanse, I had a hard time at first with the cleanse. I think I had more stomach aches than everybody else because about the second or third day, I can't remember, after having all this stuff, I went to the bathroom and you had told us all about the worms. And I said, that one was pretty different. So I got up and looked down in there and I said, oh, what is that thing? So I called Elaine and she came in and she said, oh, you passed a worm. I was freaking out. I was like, oh no, not me. Why couldn't somebody else do that? So I passed a worm. And a couple days later, I passed another one. But now I'm free of that because I know my stomach is clean. My colon is clean, my bowel is clean, everything is clean. And so you have taught me a lot about cleansing, which even though my friends know a lot about raw, they're not big into cleansing, so I have a lot to tell them. And I am the type that if I could send everybody here, I would. That's how much I appreciate what BellaVita has done for me.